know that sometimes it is okay to consult Google, but don't rely on Google. You can just check Google for, okay, how to answer this question, but also make sure that you are coming up with a personal story from your heart. Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Ola and I provide tips for international students. Generally, I talk about what it is like to live and study as an international student abroad, and I generally assist people move from whatever country they are currently in to their destination abroad. So thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope that you like the community enough to be a bestie squad. And all you need to do is to press that subscribe button down below and also press the notification bell so that you can get notified every time I have a new video coming up. May I also ask that you check through my other videos, and I hope and I'm sure that you definitely find something helpful for you and for your journey. You can see from the title, today we'll be talking about how you can prepare for your assistantship interview. I know that majority of you have been receiving emails from assistantship that actually requires interview, and you've been in my DM saying, Ola, I received this, Ola, I received that. How can I prepare for this assistantship interview? So that is what we'll be talking about today. So if this sounds like you, if this sounds like your current situation, then I will say come on in, sit down, grab your pen, grab your paper, grab whatever it is you feel comfortable in, and let us jump right into the video. So first of all, I need to say that, of course, you know what graduate assistantship is. I've said it in majority of my video. Graduate assistantship is a way for you to help the university achieve their mission, and then they in turn sometimes help you with your tuition and provide you with monthly stipend. I mean, every university actually help you with your tuition, but something that is specific to some universities, some universities are able to cover the whole tuition, while some universities cover partial tuition. But whatever the case is, I would want you to treat this interview like the other normal interviews that you've attended in time past. You've attended job interviews, I am sure, and if you've not attended job interview, I am sure that at the end of this video you feel confident enough to assess, or you feel confident enough to go through your assistantship interview. So the first step, research the position and the institution. So first of all, you've received an invite for assistantship interview. The first thing for you is to research the institution. What is the institution about? Is also for you to research the position. What is the position about? I mean, for them to say you have an assistantship interview, I'm sure that they would have told you the position that you are interviewing for. So research the position, and a way for you to actually research the position is for you to go to the department that is providing you with the assistantship. Read everything that you need to know. Read their mission statement, read their vision statement. Like, be conversant with everything. Also research the institution. You don't want to say, for instance, like, oh, I see that the total number of students is 18 when the institution's total number is 20,000. Like, just basic general knowledge. You don't have to go overboard with it. Just know, like, the basic general knowledge, like what is the vision and what's the mission of the university, particularly if your assistantship is a little bit correlated with that. That way you can talk more about it. So that is the first step. You need to research the institution. You also need to research the office that is housing the assistantship. Then the second thing is for you to read the job description and turn it into questions. I know this is the question that majority of people ask. What are the questions I can prepare for? Literally, the job questions are in the job description. Sit down with the job description, read the job description, and create questions for yourself. Let's take, for instance, in the job description, they are talking about the fact that they want somebody that can manage their time right? You already know that there's a probability that during the interview they will ask you about your time management skills. So that is how you can actually turn the job description into questions for yourself. Also, it is very important that you read the job description so that it helps you actually understand what they are looking for, and it helps you to frame your responses to reflect the language that they actually want to hear. For instance, let's go back to the thing I talked earlier about a job saying that they need somebody that can manage their time. You can, even if they are not asking about your time management skills, you already know. So when you're talking about the skills that make you qualify for the job, you can definitely talk about the fact that, okay, you have great time management skills. So please, please, and please always read the job description. That is very, very important. Read the job description, know the skills that are required for the job, understand the job position. That is something else, and I feel like that is connected to reading more about the department. But understand the job position. I've interviewed someone before and the person didn't even understand the job position, and I'm like, there's literally nothing I can do to help you. I mean, I wasn't the only one on the interview panel, so there was literally nothing I could even do to help the person, even though the person is like Nigerian like myself. But there was nothing I could do to help the person because obviously it came that they did not understand anything they were talking about. And at the end of the day, majority of us gave the comments that we do not think that this person actually understand the job that they came for the interview for. I don't know if that makes sense, but understand the job description, translate it into questions, know the skills that are required from you. Then the number 3 thing I have here is practice common questions. I'm sure you know the common question. One common question is, tell me a little bit about yourself. You know that definitely they will ask you that question. You also know definitely they will ask you, why are you interested in this position? So those are common questions. Practice your common questions in line with the job description. If they ask you, why are you interested in this job position? First of all, you've researched the department. Second of all, you've researched the job description. So I feel like talking about why this position should not be difficult for you. Also, you can also talk about like your personal story, why you became interested, your passion. And something I would tell you is, particularly when you're talking about why this position, let your passion reflect. There's a way that it can reflect when you're talking that you're actually passionate about the thing. So let your passion reflect. Talk genuinely, talk sincerely from your heart. As much as you are practicing, when you are practicing, also make sure that you are talking sincerely for your art. I know that sometimes it is okay to consult Google, but don't rely on Google. You can just check Google for, okay, how to answer this question, but also make sure that you are coming up with a personal story from your art, because let me tell you something, everybody's story is unique and interviewers want to listen to that your unique perspective. Also, something else I forgot to say is that they already know that you wrote your statement of purpose. They know that you submitted your resume, and interview is just a way for you to talk more on what is in your statement of purpose, not necessarily to rehash what is in your statement of purpose, but to expatiate it. Remember that in your statement of purpose, you probably were given like a page restriction. Even in your resume, like your resume should not pass 2 pages, so you were given a page restriction. But interview is an opportunity for you to actually talk about those things that are on your job that are on your resume, and those things that are on your statement of purpose. It is an opportunity for you to actually talk about them extensively. So make sure that you are noting that. It's not like you are coming to interview and you are reading your statement of purpose word for word. They already have your statement of purpose. They already have your resume. Interview is an opportunity for you to expatiate on all of it. I said the frequently asked question, tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell me why you are interested in this position. Some of them I even ask you, tell me why you are interested in this program. Some schools actually ask that, even though it's assistantship interview, they will ask you why you are interested in this program, why you are interested in this school. So those are frequently asked questions. And then other questions are the one that you translate from the job description. If, for instance, a job description is saying research, you already know that they will ask you about your research skills. If a job description is talking about community engagement, you already know that they will ask you how you engage with community. So something else I feel like cut across board is questions about diversity. I don't know, or I don't care whatever assistantship interview you are preparing for, always know that sometimes your assistantship interview might ask about diversity, because like I said, US is a very diverse state and they want to make sure that in your dealings with students, because of course you know assistantship is dealing with students, mostly undergraduate students, that you have diversity at the back of your mind. So some of the questions they might ask you is, tell me about the time you worked with a diverse student, or they might ask you to talk about what diversity and inclusivity means to you. So let us move on. The 4th thing is highlight relevant skills, and I already talked about the fact that you can read the job description so that you can know the skills that they are looking for. And when you are talking, even if they are not asking you about skills, make sure that you are inserting it. It's not like you just know, I have interpersonal skills. You can talk about things that will show that you have interpersonal skills. Like I tell people, whatever skill you want to highlight, make sure you always have example, because anybody can come to say, I have interpersonal skills. Anybody can literally talk about it. Anybody can look at Google and talk about these skills. But whenever you talk about skills, make sure that you are talking about examples on how you have used these skills. Sometimes they might ask you for your strengths and weaknesses. When you talk about your strengths, make sure that you have practical life examples about your strengths. When you talk about your skills, make sure that you have practical life examples about your skills. Take, for instance, communication skills. Look for an example that is related to communication skills and how you've saved the day with your communication skills. I hope that is clear. Number 5 is for you to prepare your own question. Oh my God. I hate it when I interview people and they do not have question. Like, that is a complete red flag for me, and I note it. Like, I interview people from time to time, and if you do not have question, it just shows me that you have not done your research. Point blank and simple, period. As much, like I said it earlier, as much as schools are trying to interview you, you are also trying to interview them. So this is an opportunity for you to ask your questions. Also, if you don't have your question, if you don't have any question, it just shows me that you've not done any research about the program. You can literally, you've not done any research about the program, you've not done any research about the department, but make sure that the question you are asking does not reflect that you've not done your research. Some of the questions you can ask is, number 1, tell me the challenge that you anticipate that I might face from this role. That is one. You can ask them how you will feel supported within the environment as an international student. If you are black, you can say as an international black student. Those are questions that you can ask. It's not reflecting that you've not done your research, but it is also a question to ask. Don't go there and be asking them what is your job role, because obviously it is, before you came for the interview, you already know your job role. So don't go there and be asking them, oh, what is my job role? That is a complete red flag, and that shows that you don't even know why you are in the interview in the first place. So that is very important. Then the number 16 is for you to dress and set up professionally. Like I said, treat this like a normal interview. As much as, I'm not saying dress to impress. Dress in something that you are comfortable in. I mean, don't dress and show, professional, business casual, basically. That's what I would say. Mostly is usually like your upper body, but just dress professionally. Like what I'm putting on is professional enough, is business casual enough. You can literally show up like this, but whatever it is you are putting on, just make sure that you're comfortable in it, because you don't want to be adjusting from time to time. Then the 7th thing, which is like the final tip, is for you to stay calm. I've said it times without number. Staying calm. Like, if you are scared, they can tell from the way you respond to their questions. So please make sure you are staying calm all through the process, because graduate school is also all about public speaking. An interview is a way to show that, okay, this person can actually speak publicly, this person is not afraid. Of course, you'll definitely be afraid. I'm going to tell you that, especially if this is your first assistantship interview. You'll be afraid, first of all, because this determines your future. But always tell yourself, I know that is something that I've been telling myself, like, positive thinking. Instead of saying that you are nervous, you can just say, okay, this is giving me an adrenaline rush, and I know I'm going to scale through it. So that way it helps calm your nerve down. And for some people, breathing also helps them. So just breathe in and breathe out. Do whatever helps you, but just make sure that even if you are scared, just make sure that you are staying calm, like you are projecting confidence. So I hope that these tips have helped you. If you have any question, feel free to put it in the comment section. I know majority of you have assistantship interview coming up, so put it in the comment section and I'll be there to assist you as usual and as always. And I wish you all the best in your assistantship interview. And if you've had the assistantship interview and you are concerned about, okay, you not answering the question properly, that is already gone. Just prepare for the next interview, and I can assure you 100% success if you use all of these tips. I wish you all the best. Always remember that I'm rooting for you, and I'll be in the comment section waiting for your questions. Till I see you in my next video, remember that I love you. Stay calm, stay prepared, and bye.